You are severely missing out if you're not taking advantage of this free website to enhance your beats. This website is called Looperman, and it holds an abundance of samples that are free to download. In today's video, we're going to cook up an entire beat with one of these samples so I can show you the type of ways you can use this website to your advantage. Now, if we bring over, this is what it's going to look like for you, and all of these samples are going to be here. Now, you have to create an account, but it'll be free in the description. And what you can do here is you can search by categories of what kind of instruments you want, what genres you want, and you can also use keywords to type in like specific artists that you want. So we're going to go through here and look for a nice sample. I'm kind of liking this sample that I've heard here. So what you want to do is you want to click on download here once you found your sample. Now this is going to straight up just download to your downloads folder, as you can see here. You want to make sure you look over here. Now it's going to tell you the BPM here and the key here. So we're going to keep that in mind. Now what you want to do when you mess with samples like this is you want to go over to mode and click stretch. Now when you click stretch, you can change the tempo freely and it's going to keep the same size. If you don't do that, it will mold itself. So if we put this down all the way to 88, it's going to be super slow, but I want it to be fast, so I might actually speed it up a bit. Yeah, so I've gone ahead and put it to 140. Now, I don't like how this is kind of screechy and, you know, more in the higher frequencies, so we're going to head over to the pitch and turn this down a little bit. Now, I've turned this down 1 cent, which means 1 semitone, which means our key has gone from G to F sharp. Now I want to add some effects to this because I'm not really liking how it's sounding fully right now. So we're going to pull up the EQ here. And it's very much in the high end. So we're going to pull up on the first one halftime. Now if you don't have halftime, you can use gross beat. And you go into gross beat, the momentary preset, and then there's like a half speed button. In my opinion, that sounded 10 times better. Now we're going to make sure to remove the bass because we're going to add in bass later. So yeah, oh, repping a Wu-Tang hoodie. Yo, Wu-Tang jacket actually. Yo, this is sick, I can't lie. Anyway, yeah, so now we've added that, I want to add some more effects into this. Now I think I'm going to use the free plugin, Cymatics Origin. Gonna add a bit of, oof. Oof. Now we're going to figure out the notes that's playing in this sample. What I'm looking for here is I'm trying to find the bass notes to add in the bass. Alright, so I think I've got the bass notes here for this, finally. So now we're going to add in a bass. So let's find an interesting bass. Now I'm going to use a bass for the intro and a bass for the actual beat. Now these are going to be two separate beats. So we're going to use the bass for the intro first. Yeah, so we finally got our bass for our intro here. And now what I've done, this is like I've never done this before, but I layered the bass here and then I duplicated it one up and it actually creates this interesting effect. So we can listen to this. Now if we look onto the EQ, you can see that they are actually playing side by side. And I'm going to turn down this real thing here. We're going to add in the drums, get out of our way, just like some basic drums to get a groove. Yeah. Let's make our sample more interesting because we don't want to just use the same samples as everyone else, like everybody else. Ooh, yeah. Now, this video is going to be shorter than the rest, but it's taken a while to record because like, I keep fucking up. But like that little groove. Alright, so I've gone ahead and added a bunch of sounds in. Yes, that's all we're going to have. And we've got some bongos. We can create a little bongo groove. So yeah, and we're just experimenting with all these perks to add onto the sample. We don't want to be like the rest of these people just putting in a sample and the drums. We got to make it all cool. And then obviously you're not going to have all these things. You know, when you construct the beat, when you arrange it, you don't want everything at once. You want to like have a bunch of stuff separated throughout the whole beat. Well, depending on what you want. But just like little things just to make it more interesting, just to make it like nicer. Like I might even only use that little bongo loop for the intro. Yeah, but obviously we're going to break that down and rearrange it so it sounds sick. Add in a different kind of bass to the cheese. Yo, that sounds fire actually. Excuse me. Yo guys, you should probably name your patterns actually. This is a bad habit to get into. I never name my freaking pattern. I split them by patterns so that they can have a name, but you should probably name them first. People look at my projects and are like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, man, I'm sorry. I actually don't even like it in this beat. All that, and I don't even like it. Woo! That is sounding nasty, bro. So we're going to rearrange this beat a little bit. So now I want to export this sample for the intro. For the intro, I'm going to make this like higher pitch. So our bass from earlier, we now need to pitch up 6. Now I'm going to create a little riser here, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to chop a little bit of this first section on this sample right here. So we're going to chop this little section here, we're going to copy it down, and we're going to export this. We're going to go ahead put this on its own mixer track. We're going to add super drastic reverb. Make the decay really loud and the size. Now we're going to export this once again with the reverb on it. We're going to go ahead and click reverse. Now listen to this. We're going to use this as a little riser for our intro. Now when this beat comes into the main little thing just before the drop, I want it to have this perk, which I'm going to reverse right here and yeah, get into the vibe. Oof. Okay, what I want to add is a little descending vocal. Now there's a really good one that I like to use over on Labs. Garlic voices, Gelic voices, and it is the fast ascent. So we're going to give this its own mixer track. So we're probably going to go on to, the 6th one here. You know what I'm actually going to do to this little riser here? I'm going to click over to this thing and then click here. Then we're going to extend it a little bit. So now it's going to sound... So the next thing that I'm going to add is a choir to this beat. It definitely needs a choir, my friend. So quiet. Right, this beat is sick, bro. So let's go over everything that we've done. I'm not going to add anything else. I think it sounds sick. As it is, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is like 1 hour. Let's see how long it took me to make this beat. 1.5 hours that I've got to chop down for you to all enjoy, but get some gems from. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm not going to make this outro too long. We're going to summarize everything that we've done. So we got our sample here. We pitched it down, we messed with the tempo, we added some drums, got a groove, we added a bunch of these perk loops, we added our own instruments, and we created a beautiful beat from it. Now this beat, like, it looks complex if you're a beginner, but this is not really hard to do. It's not technical, it's more of digging into your creativity and finding what sounds good for you. So this sounds sick. Let's take a listen to it. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, do everything, comment if you enjoyed it. If not, that's okay, but go ahead and listen to the final products. Now this beat will definitely be live. It will be up here somewhere. So take a listen. Let's go. But yeah, cool. Oh, we done.